In this lecture, we will subscribe change data capture with the help of Node.js. To subscribe the change data capture, there is a very minor change that we need to make into the JavaScript code of our previous lectures, where we used post topic and platform event inside our Node.js. So if you can see here, I have highlighted that part which we need to change. Instead of event, this time it is data, and then this is the name of our change event which we are going to subscribe. Before we actually get into the demo, let's quickly see how we can prepare the subscription channel. Because for the event, we have talked how we can prepare the event. Those are the custom events and standard events. For the post topic, we know that we have the name of that post topic and we just need to put that. In case of change data capture, we have to prepare our subscription channel. Subscription channel will always start with a forward slash and data. This is a static part which will be there, and for the standard object, what will happen? The object API name followed by change event. For example, you have enabled change data capture for account. The complete channel is going to be data account change event. For opportunities, it is going to be opportunity change event. For case, it is going to be case change event. And if you have any custom object, it is going to be object name double underscore change event. Here is an example. In case of custom object, we need to exclude double underscore C from the custom object API name. For example, the object API name is invoice underscore line double underscore C. Then channel will be invoice underscore line double underscore change event. If you have some other custom object called employee, the change event is going to be employee double underscore change event. That is how you prepare the subscription channel. Now let's quickly see. First, we have enabled change data capture for which object? In our previous lecture, we have enabled the change data capture. So we'll go to change data capture, and we can see that we have enabled change data capture for three of our standard objects. One is opportunity, case, and account. So we can use any of these opportunities, or if we go to a custom object called employee, we don't have that object over here, we can select employee and we can save it. So now if we want to use account change event inside our node.js, what we need to use is we need to say data account change event. And if you want here, it should be account change event instead of this. And here if you want employee, so it should be employee underscore change event. That is how you are going to prepare. And here we can put employee change event. That is, now we have our code in place. Everything is similar as we can say what we developed in the previous lecture. And this is our workspace in our local machine where we are working. Again, we need to follow the similar process, selecting the complete URL and type cmd in order to open cmd over here. To run our program, what we need to do is we need to use node and cdc, that is the file. If you go here, cdc is my file for change data capture, and hit enter. It will show us that it has been authenticated against which user and organization and what is the URL for authentication. Now if we get back to our Salesforce environment, try to edit, create or delete anything. I'm going to show you every operations, which are 4 operations like create, edit and delete. First, let's quickly see what we are going to make over here. We are going to edit that account, and under that account I will say updated, just one field. Okay, now let's quickly save it. I have updated only one field. If I get back to my command prompt here, I can see I've got account change event, which is the topmost element of our JSON file, and then we have got schema, and under account change event we have got payload, which I have just highlighted. Under payload, you can see what is last modified date and what is the name. So under the payload, you will only see those fields which you have modified in case of your Update operation. If you see here, change type is update, and there is only one field that we have modified, which is name, and there is one standard field which automatically gets modified, which is last modified date. And under change event header, we can see all extra fields as well. Commit number, what is the number? Commit user means the user who have committed the change, who have made the changes. Sequence number is 1. In which object we have made any changes, which is account. Change type is update. Change fields is an array. Once you will debug, or you wanted to see what are the change fields, you will see name is the change field that we have made over here. Change origin, it is going to give you the client URL, which is basically SFDC internal API. What is transaction key, timestamp, and then record IDs, and then last modify by ID. This is what we actually get over here. And then under event we get replay ID that we already talked about. Now if we go back to our Salesforce environment and delete this record, okay, we are getting some error over here. So what we will do is, first we will create a new record and we will delete that record. So we are going to create here, I'm going to say CDC demo, and let's quickly select few of these fields, like this is an account, what is the type, some sort of picklist field which I don't need to type. Now I have populated some information. I'll click on save. Get back to our command here. Now you can see here we have got our new payload over here, which is starting from change account change event. Again we have got schema, and then under payload we have got the fields that we have made the changes and provided the information, not the complete field of our account record. Last modified date, SLA, name, industry, the user who has created, currency ISO code, cleaning status, every single information for those fields which has been populated at the time of creation of that record. And then again under that change event header, we are getting all these commit user, commit number, commit user, and then change field. Now you can see it is giving us a blank array. That means there is no field which we have made any changes, because the change type here it is create. And under record IDs, again it is an array which contains the IDs in the form of a string like this, where you can see the record IDs of all your records which has been created or modified. So that is how you can see all those event over here. Now again, if you go back to your Salesforce record and try to delete it and wait for some time, you will be able to see this record which has been deleted as a payload over here. Now you can see, right? I'm getting this payload. So if you don't see the payload, try to press any key. You will see your payload over here, the complete data that you are getting. Any key you can post in your keyboard, which is there. So again, we are getting like this time payload. There is no field because the change type is delete, and we can see that it is a change type delete, which user has deleted every single thing. And under the record IDs, you can see which record has been deleted. And based on this record ID, you can identify inside your external database, like this is the record which has been deleted from Salesforce. Now let me delete it from here, or let me mark this record as a deleted, and we can also have that copy as a part if we need in near future the data related to that particular record. So that is how that this change data capture work. As I also told in my previous video, where change data capture is only related to the record level changes. Like platform event, there is no ability to customize our data. That is why we always prefer platform event, and we say that platform event are the first class members. That is why we mentioned the same into our lecture where we were talking about platform events. Now let's talk about what assignment we have for this change data capture. You need to create a custom object called employee. This should already be there inside your Salesforce org if you have followed the steps to set up the Salesforce environment, which will be having these fields like name, which is a standard fields, email, phone number, and there will be one additional field which is title. Then go ahead and enable the change data capture for your object, which is employee, and create a Lightning Web component and subscribe the change data capture for that custom object. You already have this code for Node.js, so you also need to do the Node.js while you are working in this lecture. So this is it for this change data capture and for this section. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact to me. I will more than happy to help you. Thank you.